Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have swatches to share with you from Bee's Knees Lacquer. This is their brand new ACOTAR Agaaaiiin collection. This is going to launch June 26th at noon Eastern Standard Time. There are going to be 8 polishes in this collection, which we're going to have a look at very soon. The prices do vary, so I'm going to go over those as we hit upon each nail polish. I will have Bee's Knees Lacquer linked in the description box for you down below, along with their Instagram and all those other pertinent details that we just went over, so that you can have everything in one place. I do want to apologize before we get into the video about if you do notice any noise. There's a fan going behind me. It's like 90 degrees outside and it's so humid, so I can't do this without a fan. I'll like melt. So I just wanted to apologize for that if it's distracting. So why don't we go ahead and jump right into the nail polish. The first polish that we're going to have a look at is called Make Sure It's Felt Across Worlds, and it's going to sell for $11. It is described as a light peachy nude with glowing green to pink shimmer. This polish had an absolutely wonderful formula. It went on smoothly and evenly. It stayed right where I put it. There were no application issues whatsoever. There was no running, there was no pooling, there was no staining. It's a thinner type of shimmer polish, but it's self-leveled beautifully. I only needed 2 coats to achieve full opacity. If you do see some brush stroking going on as I paint, don't worry, those will be gone once your nail polish dries. So my swatches are going to show you 2 coats of Make Sure It's Felt Across Worlds and a glossy top coat. The next polish is called The Heart of a Dreamer. It's going to sell for $12, and it is described as a dark bronze multichrome that shifts green to blue and even a hint of purple at extreme angles. This polish had an absolutely beautiful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed right where I put it. Again, absolutely no application issues whatsoever. There was no running. I had no pooling. I had no staining. This was able to achieve full opacity for me in just 2 coats. It is more opaque than the rest of the collection, and I think this is probably my second favorite of the collection. I absolutely fell in love with it. It's just a beautiful color, and I felt it was kind of unique. I don't even know if I have anything like it in my collection, so I definitely very much enjoyed it. So that was 2 coats and a glossy top coat. This next polish is A Death Promise, and it is going to sell for $12, and it was inspired by Nesta. It is described as a light gray polish that's loaded with red to green shimmer, making it glow. This polish had an excellent formula. It went on smoothly and evenly. It stayed right where I put it. I had absolutely no application issues. There was no running, no pooling. There was no staining. Nothing in there is going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove or dry textured. This polish was opaque for me in 3 coats. It is a teeny tiny bit of your nail line will be visible, but it's the only kind of thing that you're going to notice. So there you have 3 coats and a glossy top coat. The next one is called Don't Let the Hard Days Win. It's going to sell for $11, and it is described as a dark seafoam polish that's full of glowy blue to purple shimmer. This polish had an excellent formula. It went on smoothly and evenly. It stayed right where I put it. The shimmer on this one, I did feel that I needed to be a little bit more precise with my application, so I tried to be very straight with them. I tried to be very straight with my application strokes. That's what I'm trying to say, because I felt that this one needed just a little bit more care in its application, and it's definitely worth it because it's beautiful. It's not going to dry textured, and nothing in there is going to give you a difficult time to remove. So there you have 3 coats and a glossy top coat. This next polish is called Truth Is Your Curse. It is going to sell for $12, and it was inspired by More. This is described as a fiery red polish that shifts from red to gold to green. This polish had an excellent formula. It went on smoothly and evenly. It stayed right where I put it. I had absolutely no application issues. There was no running, no pooling. There was no staining. This polish was opaque for me in 3 coats. Nothing in here is going to dry textured, and nothing in here is going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove. This was my absolute favorite of the collection. It is just absolutely stunning in person, and it just glows off your nail. This polish would be my top pick, as if you could only get one polish, I would highly recommend this one because I absolutely fell in love with it. So here you have 3 coats of Truth Is Your Curse and a glossy top coat. This next polish is called Stay with the High Lord. It is going to sell for $12, and it is described as a mid-tone polish with a glowing green to blue to purple shift. This polish had an excellent formula. It went on smoothly and evenly. It does start off a bit sheer, but I was able to build to near opacity in just 3 coats. This is another one that only you're going to notice your nail line when you, or if you go a little heavier on application than I do tend to work in thinner coats, so you might not even have that teeny tiny bit of nail line showing. But even if you do, only you're going to notice it because your nails are right there in front of your face. Nobody else is going to notice it. They're just going to be like, oh my god, that's a stunningly sparkly, beautiful color. Nothing in here is going to dry textured, and nothing in here is going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove. And my swatches are showing you 3 coats and a glossy top coat. This next polish is called I Was a Survivor and I Was Strong. It is described as a lime green polish that shifts from gold to green to blue, and it is going to sell for $12. This polish had a wonderful formula, just like the rest. It went on very smoothly, very evenly, stayed right where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. There was no running, there was no pooling, there was no staining. Nothing in here will dry textured, and nothing in here will give you any kind of difficulty to remove. I did use 3 coats to reach full opacity, and that is my final swatch. It's going to show you 3 coats of I Was a Survivor and I Was Strong in a glossy top coat. And the last polish of this collection is called One Life May Change the World. It is going to sell for $12, and it is described as a bright tangerine polish with a deep orange to yellow to green shift. This is another beautiful polish. It had a stunning formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed right where I put it. I had no running, no pooling. There was no staining. Nothing in this polish is going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove, and nothing in here will dry textured. This polish was opaque for me in 3 coats, and I have it shown for you in my final swatch with 3 coats and a glossy top coat. So that wraps up the ACOTAR Again collection, which again will be available June 26th at noon Eastern Standard Time in the Bee's Knees Lacquer shop. Let me know what your favorite was in the comment section. Let me know which ones you're going to be grabbing. This collection was beautiful. I felt like a broken record because everything in here performed wonderfully and is just absolutely stunning. So I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.